sorry, it's been a little while since I've done a video like this, or really a video on this game in general. That's not completely true, I did do a video of me completing a level not too long ago. I guess it's been a while since I've done a building video on this game, we'll go with that. And that's mostly because I don't like showing levels on YouTube and then ending up like never finishing them, because I have a lot of levels I end up never finishing. So I also messed up my settings again, so I'm gonna have to go back into NVIDIA and fix the VSync or whatever, because my screen is tearing again, because I accidentally reset all my settings like an idiot. So I haven't made it much of a secret that I am absolutely obsessed with the Roblox game Pressure to a pretty unhealthy amount, and now I'm going as far as making not one, but 2 Geometry Dash levels based around that. I'll talk about the second one a little bit more in a moment, but I want to focus on talking about this particular level first, because this is the one that's going to come out first, most likely, because this one's not as big as the other one. I should have moved this effect somewhere else. This is annoying. Did I link this by any chance? I didn't. Look at that. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. I'm the smartest. This is all on 141. So I'm going to... Alright, there we go. Now it's out of the... Uh-oh. I put it in the transition now. Yeah, anyways, I'll talk about this level a little bit here. This level was originally gonna be the biggest level I make, probably ever. I hadn't anticipated making a level bigger than this, because this level... So one of the main aspects of Pressure that I think makes me like the game so much is all of, like, the randomization in the game. So, like, you'll never get the same room layout twice. Like, it's pretty much impossible to get the same room layout twice. And so I wanted that to also be one of the things about this level that makes it interesting. So this level will also have not quite as much randomization, but it will still be fairly randomized. Also, can I put this? This is -29. What are you? -20. I want to put this on top, I think. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of stuff that'll be randomized in this level. I think I showed this level very briefly on stream ages ago. I've been working on this level for a long time now, but I can go over some of the things I have randomized so far. This whole part has, I think, 5 variations. So you can get, like, the little bathrooms thing in the background, you can get the 2 unfinished rooms, and you can get the mindscape. I don't know if I'm going to show all of that off in this video. I think whenever I decide to do a preview of this level, I'll show off all the different room variations. For this room that has the infestation in it, you can get, it's either going to be the regular green, red, or purple, because those are the 2 colors of it, or the 3 colors of it you can get from, like, using the flash beacon and stuff, so I thought it would be cool to randomize that. And there's actually a second spot where infestation is going to show up here, and I thought it would be kind of cool if I could also sometimes replace it with something like the Vocula Void Mass, or just something in that kind of room here. So I have that planned. I am probably going to add to the randomizations and stuff, because I know there's updates and stuff coming out. I started this level before 4.5 came out, whatever added the sea bunnies and all that, so there's still stuff from that I need to think about adding, or I want to think about adding, like candle brutes and stuff. I don't know where exactly it's going to fit in, because I've already structured almost the whole level, and up here I had been, like, kind of marking everything I want. So yeah, I thought again, all of this was originally started long before 4.5 had come out and all that, but I'll think about adding some other stuff from future updates, because there's definitely, I think the next big update is probably going to be the only other update that comes out during the time I'm building this, but there's also still a good there's also still a good chance another update might come out while I'm still building this. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I need Zeal to be a slower developer while I'm working on this level. That would be greatly appreciated. And I guess because not a lot of people watch my Geometry Dash videos anyways, I can spoil some other stuff I'm doing in Geometry Dash. I also feel like I should be careful saying stuff like that, because people might think I'm complaining when I'm not. But I do have another Pressure-inspired level coming out, although this one isn't necessarily entirely just Pressure-inspired. It's more rooms and doors game genre-inspired, or just rooms and doors games in general inspired, not just Pressure. I wanted to try and make my own rooms and doors style game in Geometry Dash, and it's actually gone surprisingly well so far. I have a decent amount of it done, but I don't really plan on previewing that at all until I have a majority majority of like the gameplay elements done, because right now I don't actually have, I'm not gonna say I don't have any gameplay elements done. There is a tiny bit of actual gameplay in place, but for the most part it's mostly just like the setting up stuff that I have done, not the actual gameplay. You know, the sad thing is I can't really play this level very much anymore. Like, I'm not very good at playing this level anymore because of how long I've been working on it. It's really bad. Oh, I forgot, that text that appears is randomized as well. I went through and started playing the level. I didn't even check what I wanted to check now. Oh, we got the very rarest infestation variant. God damn. I think the block design of this part is probably gonna be about as basic as the block design gets in this level, because the main focus really is like the infestation and the effect I made for this. Not so much the block design, unlike this part that was more heavily focused on the block design, which... random funny thing, if I can find it. Yeah, here. I completely forgot toggle triggers existed when I was setting up the text. So, yeah. And I haven't fixed it because I'm lazy. I don't want to delete all this and redo it. Instead, we have this block of alpha triggers and spawn triggers because I am just I'm just so intelligent. But yeah, that's how I set up the randomizations for the text, because I'm dumb. I gotta figure out a spike design. I don't want to just copy what I did back here. I think I could get away with making a pretty basic spike design for this, honestly. I don't think I have to do anything too crazy. I think I probably could just like one of these brick slopes. Set the base to invisible, rank 14, brightness down. I don't think I like that. Maybe I do want the center to have 3. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that works. I'm gonna sneeze. I might try and do these Geometry Dash building videos a little bit more often. I have been a little hesitant to do them just because Geometry Dash really isn't like a main thing I do on my channel at all. I very rarely post Geometry Dash. Up until now, the only times I really uploaded Geometry Dash on my channel is if I beat a level I thought was cool, or if I finished a level. Mostly because I just struggle to really record this game. Like, I don't really know how to do like actual content on this game, which kind of sucks because I think I would probably still consider this. I don't know, would I consider it my favorite game? I feel like I don't have a favorite game anymore. I've talked about this a couple times in other videos. I just kind of have a small selection of games I really like, and I've just kind of stuck with those forever at this point, and very rarely added anything new to the list of games I like. And for a while I definitely would have considered this my favorite game, but I don't know. I think I just kind of like everything I play equally now. Yeah, there are some games I don't do videos on super frequently that I do want to start doing regular videos on, especially since there are a couple games I streamed all the time for a while that I just stopped streaming, or like I've just stopped streaming altogether, so obviously I haven't been playing those games on the channel anymore because of that. So I think I do want to try doing regular videos on some games like that. So I know I have that Minecraft hardcore series that some people seem to miss a little bit, so until I can stream again, I'll probably do those as like normal videos for a bit. This upload was actually originally going to be a Minecraft upload, honestly, but I ended up really not liking the video I did on that. I don't know, I ended up feeling like I was doing that video for all the wrong reasons, so I decided just not to upload that and do what I did in that video kind of on my own time. Because as anyone who like really follows this channel a lot knows, I had one of my pets pass recently, and so I thought it would be fun in the Minecraft world just to like, I guess, make like a little memorial of them. Like, I found an animal in the game that was closest to what the actual pet looked like, because it was an animal that doesn't exist in the game, and made like a little enclosure and stuff for it. But I was originally going to record all that, but I was like, I really don't think I should necessarily use my pet's passing for content. That just is so wrong on so many levels. So I opted to just not do that video. You know what, actually, do I want to make this look like the bombs that sometimes show up here? I don't know. I don't remember what the bombs look like. I mean, I built them at the very start here. These are probably the most detailed things in the entire... I don't know what I was thinking with this part, honestly. Like, I kind of like it, but like, the style switch from here to here is kind of dumb, but I might just leave it just because I'm lazy. But I guess I could somehow turn this into one of those bombs. What the fuck? I don't know what I did, but it looks cool, so I'm keeping it. I don't know. I don't want to make the rest of this too detailed because I really feel like it'll take away from like the main point of this part of the level with like the infestation effect and stuff, but at the same time I don't want this to be too simple. Although I also am a little worried that the whole effect like takes up too much of the screen and makes it hard to see here. Oh, never mind. I don't know how that effect ended up being so underwhelming, because in the editor it looks insane. Like, it looks so bright here, and then it appears in game and it's like, ah, okay. Like, it's so underwhelming, and I don't know how or why that happened. Also, I might, like, make these moves super fast. Why do I have preview animations off? What the fuck? I kind of want everything here to spin, like, really fast. I don't know why, but I do. I could do chains here again, but this feels kind of boring at this point. But I think we're gonna do chains here again. We're just gonna do a different kind of chain. So we used these chains before. Now we're gonna use these chains instead. Look at that variation. I am not at all a lazy creator. Me lazy? No. Alright. I think that should be good. The chains look a little blurry because they're not exactly on top of each other. Yeah, they are, sort of. Are they? And then I'm gonna darken these a tiny bit. I started talking about the other level I was doing based on pressure, but I didn't say much about it. I just said it was inspired by rooms and doors games in general, and then I got distracted by something else. Do I really have no saw blades here? Why are there so few saw blades in this part? What the fuck? Okay. Whatever, that means I can just copy paste these around and like just not worry about it. I don't need more saw blades than that. I am gonna vary the direction these are going though. There we go. Alright, I think I'm gonna make a variation of this real quick. I think this part is pretty much done. I don't know if I'm gonna do more for the block design. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. Again, I'm not going to do too much more for the block design just because the main effect, or the main focus is the effect and the infestation in the background. The infestation that's very cut in half and not exactly accurate in the slightest, but still cool enough. In the famous words of Benny's Adventures in his Planet Coaster building Hogwarts Castle section of the series, it's not about being accurate, it's about the vibe. It doesn't have to be completely accurate as long as the vibe is there, because it'll still be recognizable. That's like what it's supposed to be. Anyways, I think I'll do movements and stuff for this later. I want to do the heavy containment effect. I'm gonna try and do a bit of a parallax transition here, I think. Oh, I just thought of something I should totally do for one of the infestation randomizations. I should make the Navi AI. Hold on, let me add that to the list. Let me add it to the list down here somewhere. There we go. We'll do that. We'll just add that right there above the random trigger that's going to control all the randomizations for this. I don't know if I'll do that here. I have found Navi AI really early on in my runs, so I probably could put it here. Actually, yeah, I might do that. I might put it here so that way the other one can primarily focus on like the Vocula Void Mass randomizations and stuff. Although I'd have to change how the background looks then, because they have a different background. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Where does this transition actually happen at? Okay, so this around here is where I need stuff to be covered. Okay, so let's put this transition on 5. I think 5 is open. Yeah, 5 is open. So the transition will start on 5. We'll put this pretty high on B1 just so that it covers a lot of stuff. And then we'll just do that. That should work. We can make it a little smaller. Up there, I think would be good. And then I could actually make this 4 across, I think. I don't know. T1. Actually, no, if I want to put this above everything, it has to be on T2. I don't know how many layers to this we'll have. Probably quite a few. Would I be able to get away with just keeping it like this? I might be able to, right? I'm worried about... because I do kind of want the whole screen to be covered here when this goes over. Also, I'm thinking I might just use this instead of trying to build a doorway. Let's go one more. I think one more will be, like, perfect. And then on this, we can put, like, text or something. Probably text that, like, just says heavy containment or something. I don't know if there's any text anywhere on the heavy containment doors that actually says that. I'd have to look it up again. But I think I'll focus on just making sure this transition works. Holy shit. I didn't realize how many groups were in this level. Oh my god. So I'm not gonna have this move anywhere quite yet. I just want to make sure. I just want to see how this looks. Nope. Okay, apparently there's a secret way. Oh, we got the Mindscape. Hilarious. Oh, and I died immediately. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, see, that's just not big enough at all. It also didn't even look like it was high enough, honestly. I don't think it was high enough at all. I guess I need to make it longer, and then I have to put it on like link visible or something. So this should be good enough, I think. If I can somehow get this to work like first try, that would be phenomenal, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I also need to change the rarities of these, because I get this stuff like all the time, and it's supposed to be rare. Like, I thought I put decently low chances in the random trigger, but apparently not, because I get them so frequently. That was too late. I feel like it's still somehow not... I almost feel like it needs to be a sign out, or something like that. Like, I feel like it should sweep more, so I might try a sign out, just see what that's like. It's so slow. It's still so slow, what the fuck? Oh, it's still not big enough, I just noticed. It's just not big enough at all. It's still so slow, holy shit, okay. Also, the lines randomly change color there and I can't figure out why. I've checked every pulse trigger and color trigger, I cannot figure out why they change. Oh, that's too fast, and it looks ugly now. Yay! And I think I can delete this last little segment over here. I should be able to. Hopefully that doesn't screw anything up. Oh, that's like perfect, wow. Now I wonder if I can get away with making it darker here, just enough to add a little extra bit to the transition, because I kind of think it would be cool if I could try and somehow get one of the heavy containment doors like opening here and it slowly brightens again into the heavy containment. I don't quite know how I'm going to be able to do that though. And I feel like if I were to do that, it would make this portion of the level a little bit, or the transition a little bit more harsh. So, I don't know, it would be cool to have that. We'll see. Like, I think if I put the door like right here, it'll be fine. The only problem is the heavy contorment. The heavy containment doors open to the sides, and I can't really do that here. I'd almost have to have it open upwards. Actually, all the doors open to the sides in pressure, which is a little bit difficult to do in a game like this. I guess I could once again do like a lens circle where the lens circle comes in and then it expands back out as you enter the rest of the level. But again, I'm worried about the transition being bad. Although, to be fair, for all I know, the transition might just be bad already, like as is, and it ends up just not really mattering at all. But I don't know. Have I not used the lens circle like at all? Where lens circle? Well, here's a lens circle, but I don't see anywhere else I've used it. I know I've used the lens circle more. I thought I did specifically for the Pandemonium transition, which I have a funny idea for the Pandemonium transition I'll probably work on off camera. I won't do it in this video because it's a lot of boring stuff. I say as if this whole video isn't a lot of boring stuff, but it's one of the randomizations I have for it to reference the Pandemonium meme. Yeah, I can't find it. How did I'm shocked I don't seem to have actually used a lens circle anywhere else in this level, other than right here at the start, even though I'm pretty certain I've used it somewhere else and I just can't find it. Oh, lens circle. Is this really the only spot I've used it? Like right here for the text? I guess so, because I have not been able to find it anywhere else. I feel like using lens circle and stuff like that is kind of a cheap way to do transitions, but I don't know, it just works sometimes. It might be because the background's black here, but I didn't actually even really notice it too much here. Alright, I think that's all the work I'm gonna do for today. I've actually been going for like an hour, which is surprising. I don't feel like I've been going for an hour. I feel like I've only been going for like 25 minutes. But, I mean, I did get a decent amount of progress done. This part is basically done, aside from doing the randomizations and stuff, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a full preview of this level yet, just because I feel like I don't have enough of this done. Also, that Five Nights at Freddy's level I had started ages ago, I am still going to continue that at some point. I might have to change how I go about doing it a lot, because there's a lot of stuff I added to that and a lot of stuff I wanted to try and do to that I just don't enjoy doing. Like, as cool as the art things I did for that level are, I hated doing those. I hate doing those. I cannot stand doing those. They are not fun to do. So I'm going to have to figure out something else for the rest of the level that keeps the same quality but is more enjoyable to do. So that's why there's been no updates on that level at all since the speed build video I did on that ages ago. But that level will continue eventually. And I feel like with me doing this pressure level, my pressure-inspired game in Geometry Dash that I started talking about a little bit, as well as the Five Nights at Freddy's level, I might just become the horror game level person. Like, that's what I'm on track to becoming, so we'll see.